So
All right. Well, after that kerfluffle, hello and welcome back to this thing we call a game, since now you can hear us. And,
At least we double-checked and caught it early.
yeah! Because technical difficulties. So we'll real quick go over the recap again, so that people can actually hear it.
Yes.
And then we'll get into all the loots.
600-foot tall spore cloud. We're pretty sure it's spores, but not 100%. We're camping in the ruins of probably a... not a castle. Fortress that I only traveled through like a couple months ago, but now looks like it's been destroyed for decades. Collected some mushrooms. Came across some gobos that wanted our horse. A gaggle of gobos. We told them no. We fought them. They're a little deformed. We leveled up, and currently we're loading into the cart and heading out after we cut off goblin ears.
Sweet! Alright, you get 12 sets of goblin ears.
Alright, who's tracking that?
I am sticking that in the inventory.
Perfect.
You also get, between all of them, you find 28 copper pieces.
Beware, guys, I'm going to refresh the page real quick.
You
each take 4 copper. That leaves 4 copper left we can put into the group fund. So everybody gets 4 copper. And then 4 copper goes into the group fund. Who's tracking group fund?
Not me.
I am in the middle of doing some stuff right now.
I'm pretty sure Dario is tracking the group fund, but I think it was assigned to him. I'm not 100% sure. You also find 1 scimitar, a short bow, 3 arrows, a set of, like, terrible quality leather armor, and 1 teardrop shield.
Alright, here, hold on. I got a short bow. 12 arrows, you said?
3 arrows.
3 arrows. Dibs.
1 scimitar. 1 set of terrible quality leather armor. And 1 teardrop shield, which is low quality. You also find 1 pouch of live grubs. And this may be a stigma in some cultures, but are you, just asking so I know, are you harvesting the meat from these goblins?
No, I'm not.
No. Again, a quick
Nothing edible here.
Alright.
quick refresh
Then-
on the page. Alright, back.
For loot from the leader of the goblins.
D20 dibs.
Yep.
Yoink. 19.
A 19. Alright.
Let me get my arrows in here before we continue. Is everyone cool with me taking the 3 arrows? I think I'm the only one with a bow.
Go for it.
Sweet.
You're not the only one, but you can have them.
Would you like them?
Nah, I'm okay.
Okay. I used a few in that last fight. Alright, go for Goblin Leader.
Alright, so you get 1 potion of healing,
Nice.
a small, like, worn out golden locket with a picture of what seems to be a female goblin inside.
Writing down is Fimoid. Got it.
And then 3 Agate gems.
Sweet. I got it written down in my inventory.
Cool. And then y'all are leaving.
Believe
Right.
we're booking pretty hard.
You load everything up.
Oh, how many goblin ears were there?
There were 12 sets.
12 sets. Sweet. I'll go ahead and write that down too for now, and then we can.
I have those already.
Okay, you already have them? Sweet. Just want to make sure everything gets written down so we don't lose money.
Oh, and you also get the leader's like real jagged scimitar.
So we're at 2 low quality scimitars.
Could be.
All right, 1 low quality scimitar and then 1 jagged scimitar. Ooh, it's serrated.
All right. So y'all are traveling now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight booking?
Hey, what's Yargathul think of this situation?
He's just watching. Y'all are good.
He doesn't have anything to say about this. It's just business as usual. Never mind that the another town's wiped out and there's these weird goblin things.
I'll be in your shop.
I mean, that is. You are more than welcome to ask him if you'd like.
Yeah. Hey, Yargathul, what's your opinion on this?
On what? The goblins? I mean, goblins aren't like a rarity in these parts.
About 2 weeks ago, this was a standing castle. Now there's hardly anything left. The fog is acting like some sort of, I don't know, spores or plant life almost. And then we have these ghastly mushroom goblins. None of this is normal.
Yeah,
I don't think there was anything about them that said they were mushroom. They were just deformed, right? Like slightly not right.
They were slightly not right.
Okay, so malformed. Not that goblins are very formally to begin with, but
I mean, I don't see anything that would connect the goblins to whatever the spore cloud is. But I mean, if it's spores, I don't know. That's what you guys are saying, right? If it is, if like it's all from the same thing, that could be quite concerning. But we've been in the spore cloud for how many days, and we're all fine, right? So
here's hoping it stays that way.
It may not be that that big of a deal. Also, I don't mean to be that guy, but we're taking the word of basically an unpaid intern that 2 months ago this was a standing town. I haven't been here in years. I don't know anyone who's traveled through here in at least a year or two, so it's a little odd, but let's be honest, it's not like the Eldarian Confederation is necessarily the safest place, so it wouldn't surprise me if whoever was ruling this upset, a magic caster of some sort, and they will level the city. That's the type of thing that happens not often, but here or there. So all in all, the goblins were a little weird, but I'm not concerned about much of that. But you guys are doing great. Keep up the good work. As he pulls out a notepad and starts scribbling in it. So, are we planning on staying here tonight, or?
No, I believe we are making haste.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Well, let's go. And someone give me a roll
Oh boy.
for your travel.
Here we go. You know, I gotta say, playing just a straight fighter level ups, super easy. Anybody calling dibs on the roll?
Nope. I am inputting my spell real quick. That's why I'm kind of quiet.
Is it a D20?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I got it. 17.
Ah. All right. Doink. In. So you were in. Ooh.
I believe it was the one that was underneath the name.
Yes. Yes.
Balansalan?
Yes. So 17.
Balansalan.
Your horse just almost got kidnapped.
Yep.
If horses had mental states, it wouldn't be in the best of mental states right now. But you get a decent amount of travel. And as you are making your way through the no, that's not it. Through the fog, you make it to what would be this little dotted line outside of, just up from, right there. And as you reach it, as you're getting close to it, that's where you know the edge of the forest is. Mm-hmm. And as you're getting close, the fog starts to. That was a sound. The fog starts to lessen. And you're making your way, and as you exit the forest, there's a very hard, stop to the fog as you exit the forest. It seems almost as if it's claimed the forest, but not so much that. That's where it kind of has stopped.
That is unsettling. And not natural, though.
And where did you say we were pulling up to at this point again?
The little dotted line above. Yeah, there-ish.
Yeah.
What is it, control click that jumps everybody there? Yep.
Shift click.
Shift click!
Ew! Point of note for anybody at home that's probably not watching, if you're ever using Roll20, shift click will force everyone's perspective to where you're pointing.
I'm leaving the lead to you guys because I was only half listening because I forgot to put in my abilities, so.
We are outside of the forest and outside of the spores. Perhaps another mile and then they rest.
Yeah, I reckon.
Pretty nice.
Get a little bit of distance. Plus, with it opening us up,
It's still nighttime, right?
It's been a couple of hours, but you're starting to read because you that would have been what, watch 4, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
No, it would have been 3 going into 4. So you're sitting at, you guys slept for 5 hours. So dusk. It's
So is
when you
it
had your fight. It's
daytime
probably
at this point?
7. It was 7, 8 a.m. when you started traveling. So it's probably closer to noonish now.
So did we end up getting a full rest the night before?
Gotcha.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because we were only partway through. Technically, Marthelion did because
Right.
he woke up from his sleep because he sleeps a shorter amount as it was kicking off.
He's special.
So
He is special.
Which means the rest of us are probably fighting exhaustion at this point.
I say once we above table, we find a place to get a couple hours, and Marthelion's rested. He can keep watch.
Sure. I'm sure I can take care of that. If Obi's saying something, nothing's coming through.
I'm not currently saying anything.
All right. So I guess we're gonna keep moving to get at least a little distance from the edge of this, and then find a place to hole up for at least a couple hours to get our last little bit of rest we need.
Alright, so you get you'll be like you get another couple of hours of travel before you said you were traveling a couple more hours before you stopped, right?
Like a mile or two.
Okay, so you get a couple, like a mile or two outside of the
Edge of the forest.
edge of the forest, and then you stop. You're roughly, I don't know, after like you're 2 hours from the next town.
I mean,
It's less of a town and more of like a small like
right.
Village.
outpost village.
I mean, at this point, we're only 2 miles from the next outpost. We could go there, safety in numbers, and spend time recovering in a somewhat safe location.
I'm not opposed to that. There's a little bit more time in the saddle. Hopefully, shouldn't hurt. Cool.
Let me guess, Opie, if we make that choice, we're rolling for exhaustion points because we didn't get a full rest the night before and we're basically traveling the full day.
You're oh no.
Huh?
You're not traveling like a full day. I mean, it'd be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Maybe make it there, take that night's rest there to recover.
Yeah, you can do that. So you
Long
make it
rest?
to the small town, and there's not much here. It is basically like an inn, and that's about it. Like
Stopping post for like traveling merchants, basically.
it is a glorified traveling through the forest was hard, and it's like a day till you get to the next major town. So it's just kind
It's
of
the gas station in the desert. No gas for the next so many 100 miles.
yes.
Okay, cool. So it's an outpost. It's probably got roughly a tavern, a
It has
stable,
a tavern.
and some like things for basic needs such as feed troughs and
There is a feed trough, and there is a hitching post next to the tavern, and that is what you've got.
Does the tavern also sell supplies?
I mean, I imagine the tavern in, general stores all rolled into one. This
Yeah,
one guy
that's
does
what I was
everything.
asking. If the tavern and general store were kind of one thing there.
This is you could buy like your basic supplies. This is you are at a 7-Eleven, right? This is not where you would offload like
Loot.
and this is not where you'd go to buy like specialty goods.
Oh, lost Opie. Oh, he's back. Gotcha. So, sleep?
sleep.
I will sleep with the wagons.
Do we need to reset? Because we don't have them back.
Alright, I reckon I'll go check on some rooms, see what the price is, maybe get something for if we're already here. You guys are okay with using the group money? Which I did go ahead and record that. I was tracking it. I have a page that I have it written down.
I mean, if there is enough in our group fund currently, then sure. If not, I will sleep with the wagons to ensure their safety.
Got 1 gold, 3 silver, and 4 copper. Not much at the moment.
Bad start. These not the bad start.
Alright, I'll go in and at least check room prices. We may just get 2 rooms, 1 room, depending on the size. See what we're working with at least. I will waltz on in to the front reception desk, bar, whatever we have here.
So you walk into this inn, and there's, a few people here and there, sitting down drinking, but it's not many. Poop. Well, I screwed that up. I was trying to do something cool. It didn't work. Basically, like your spot, like there's a sparse few people in here. At the desk is the bar is, he's a taller gentleman, human, pretty like beefy guy, like the type of guy who specifically has this job, so nobody messes with.
A very barrel-chested individual.
Yes.
Got it. Retired, level 20.
He's an outdoors man who looks like it.
Retired level 20 paladin. Got it.
What can I get for you today?
Hey there, my name's Dario. We just rolled through, came out of the forest there, and I figured I'd at least inquire about rooms.
Were you looking for our normal accommodations, or would you like the Adventurer Suite? Comes with all the finest furnishings. We've got a bed, and there's a couch.
Well, you know what?
And like a chair.
Me and my
It's
folk
pretty great.
are a little bit on the lower end of things. We'll probably just get your standard accommodations to check on the price on that. I do have a feller that we're traveling with is a bit more of a renowned adventuring type. He might be interested. If he comes in, talk to him about that. Go ahead and give him that pitch.
All right. Are you sure? Because an adventurer of your astute quality deserves the finest selection of straw beds.
Sir,
Did
I
you
have,
just tell us we are of toot quality?
you weren't out at the... Okay.
Well, no, I'm coming inside to see what they say. And then if they say, or we don't have enough group money or whatever, I'm going to go sleep with the wagons.
Listen, friend, I do appreciate your entrepreneurial nature. Me and my father, we'd always try to upsell our grains and stuff, but to be honest, a handful of months back, I was still back on the farm. I'm just folk. So, like I said, I appreciate you. Might be able to convince our buddy here. He might like something a little nicer. I think he's still out there going over some things. But I think we're just going to keep it basic for now. We're just rolling through.
So one run-of-the-mill ordinary room. Would you want more than one room?
Let's see on pricing on that, and then we'll decide if we want one for everybody or just we'll group up a little bit.
I mean, because you got
Friends.
You're getting me into your stupid accent.
I'm going to kind of put my hand on the counter. Friends, I am from Underpass. We are not tourists or traveling buffets. We are simply locals trying to, or at least I am simply a local trying to get back home. Please, you can drop the tourist act.
Fine. One basic room will be with service charges and cleaning fees.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at about 6 copper a night.
All right. Now,
How many people will you have staying in this room?
Y'all feel free to have the room. I'll keep tabs on the equipment outside. Arthelian's gonna stay with the wagon because not actually sleeping, trance type thing, and ideally that should help.
Sage would be happy to make a little nest on the floor.
So that is
5 people.
Are you like can you not talk, sir? Because I asked you a question and you just hold up your. You know how rude that is.
I apologize. I was expecting him to speak. He is the more talkative of us. Also, that 5 was above table. I was gesturing to Jim.
I 100% know that, but
He typically takes the lead in our negotiations.
So,
Not knowing why he did not
yeah.
respond. It's very weird.
5 of us, I reckon. Is that including notes? So we're just ruling that number? No, because he.
No, that is
Yeah.
yes. Like you said, if he wishes to have the adventurer suite, then perhaps he should talk to the fine proprietor of this establishment himself.
okay. So our rooms are built for like 3 people, so that would be an additional cleaning fee, which would take it to like 8 copper a night. Just we gotta pay our maids to clean the rooms.
I'm not. Are you sure? I don't know. Like I said, I appreciate you trying to, but I feel like we're all friendly here. Like this friendly gift here, and I'll just toss out just a small pouch of Felix tobacco, like one of my small side pouches.
Kind of opens it up, gives it a sniff. Grabs a little wad. Okay. I can give it to you for 6. 6 copper a night.
All right. Then if are we all doubling up, or you know what? I'll go ahead and get 2. We can split up a little bit. I'll give them a silver and copper.
Is that a persuasion check?
Well, silver is 5 copper.
Silver is 10.
10?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no.
That's 11. You're still shorting him by 1 copper.
He will take the silver, leave the copper, and he'll hand you 4 coppers back. You probably only need the 1 room.
All right then. Kind of give him a look. Just motion for everybody to go on up. Hey, I just miscounted in my brain was the number on that, but
You're all good.
all right. I guess we have a room.
You have a
Is he
room.
though? Is he really?
Sleep.
You get to this room, and it is a room with 0 furnishings, 0 anything.
It is safe. I'll take my bedroll, put it out on the ground. I'm going to, crack my entire back, blankets up, head down. I'm out.
I'm not unaccustomed to accommodations, but I'm gonna put everything I have in my pack. I did get a weird feeling off this guy. I don't know why. It may just be me reading into it. And I'm going to use my pack as a pillow, pointed to where the opening is pointing underneath my body.
Oh, one last thing. Do you mind if I lightly bind the door to the jam so that we at least he has to use force to get in if anyone tries? Obviously, you can untie it from the side.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Perfect. And then I'll kind of loop it up a little bit. Bros, that corned beef is just about ready. As soon as we go on break, I'm pulling that thing out.
All right.
It up.
Any of you guys doing anything else?
I'm sleeping.
Yep.
Trying to
All right.
just have that pencil.
You get one long night's rest.
Hey.
Is it that? Whoa. Look at this. Doink. We have better maps. Woo.
Oh, did you get rid of the grid? Like make everything a drawing?
No, I got rid of the names so we can actually see.
Oh, nice.
Got rid of the country names.
Yeah.
Very nice. So right now, are we in Bayangir?
Yes.
Okay.
Buying gear is the outpost.
Yes.
Okay.
There's also like it's kind of on a river, but it's got like a dock for loading and unloading, and that's it.
There we go. I have placed myself over Beyond Gear. Actually, I'll put it down kind of in the bottom. So, why are our two things grouped together whenever I try to move it? That's so weird.
Because I didn't ungroup them. My bad. There you go.
Okay, there we go. We are right there by Beyond Gear.
All right, you get a long rest. And what are y'all doing?
Yay, long rest.
Whew, I feel much better. We are not in the cloud of
I
spores.
guess.
We have got to sleep the entire evening without getting interrupted by goblins or the threat of goblins. I am ready
When
for
you guys come outside, Arthelian's still with the wagon, just eating like a breakfast of berries.
Hello. It was nice to sleep safely for once, yes?
I reckon better than out in those
Oh, yeah.
those spores.
Indeed. I wonder what they're doing to my lungs. I should probably... Nah, I don't have enough money for that. I was going to say I should get checked out when I get back home, but I can't pay for a doctor. Or a healer.
You know, I've heard.
Targus, you healed us. Can you check and see if I have mushrooms in my lungs?
Let me see.
As that's happening, gonna lean over and say, you know, I've heard tell that millers often have a lot of lung problems, coughing and hacking all that flour dust up in the air where they work.
Oh, absolutely. Which is why I am very concerned about exacerbating the situation with mushrooms growing out of my flesh. Or mold, or mildew, or other funguses. Because despite the name, they are not a very fun guy to have in your body.
That was a good one. That was funny.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad someone appreciates my
Thardrasul just kind of thinks for a moment, reaches out, puts his hand on you, mutters a couple words under his breath. I mean, do you feel any different?
Do I feel any different?
Do you feel any? No,
Okay.
You don't feel any different.
Nope.
Then either I can't help you, or there's nothing wrong with you,
That is
or whatever's wrong with you is way worse than I can help with, which would be unfortunate.
That is a 50-50 shot of me feeling better and being absolutely terrified. Thank you.
There's
All right.
3 of them, so wouldn't that be a 33% chance each way?
Firstly, I do not do good maths. I am a miller, not a mathematician. Secondly, 2 of them are basically the same thing. He's like, either I cannot help you, or you're fine, or it's so bad I cannot help you. So those first one and the third one are basically the same.
Guess it's all perspective. Dario's an educated boy. He knows math.
All right.
So I reckon we're ready to keep
I got the
on.
horses hitched up. We're good to go.
All right,
Ready when y'all are.
toss my bags in, and I reckon we start moving.
So this place does not offer breakfast. It's basically bring your own everything. So since it's been a day of travel, if y'all will remove 1 day's worth of rations.
Removing 1 day's of rations, aye.
Bet you wish you would have gotten that goblin meat.
No, I have rations.
It's real tasty
I came prepared.
and juicy and so succulent. It's so tender.
Yeah, but it was also deformed, so I don't know what weird deformed mushroom spore forest goblin is.
Hey! That
Hey,
goblin
you-
meat is FDA approved. All right.
Hey, before you start taking off your rations, I'm going to remind you that I have the thing for foraging for us.
Can you
Shut up!
forage while we're in a town, though?
All the time.
We're traveling. Oh, well, no, that night, yeah. That one night would be a ration because we weren't in a forest, we were in a town.
Hang on. I want to drop it for you. Where is it? Wander. Yep, there we go.
I will allow you to forage 4 rations for them, since this is literally an inn and a stop to like unload cargo from the river. I will say, if you are in a city, I'm not necessarily going to count Wanderer, like if you're in an actual city.
Not unless you have the criminal background.
So the key part here is that the land offers.
Right.
So cities would not be beholden to that unless you have naturally growing trees that are publicly accessible.
Right, I'm just saying, if you're in like an actual like bigger cities, it's not going to count. But
Yeah.
in like
Larger
across them
towns
like this,
and
yeah,
cities.
you're more than welcome to. You get a very strange look from the innkeeper as you walk in with like, I don't know, since I'm pretty sure you don't own a basket, just like your shirt full of berries, like walking in with food for everybody.
I mean, there's also a river.
I have an explorer's pack.
He may also
And a
have
backpack.
a little bit of trout. Plus, he's a monk. He could probably grab trout
Like
out of the water.
I've got,
All right.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But I've got a backpack and an explorer's pack, so like I got plenty of room to carry things.
Well, your backpack now has
That's
has berry juice in it. All right. It's a little sticky.
It probably had berry juice in it long before this.
It is more sticky.
Sure. The nice thing is being able to wash it out. Anyways,
All right.
me and 5 people can eat because this is a thing.
This is nice.
That's everyone but Thargasul.
How many of us are there? Because there should be me plus 5 people. That should be literally everybody.
Except Thargasul. That's all of us in the party, like actual players.
No, it's you and 5 other people.
You and 5 other people. Yeah, so that
Yeah,
was
So he's one,
including
and there's
Targasul.
4 people in the party, and then Thardasul makes 5.
Well, I mean, Jason's character would still be with us currently until.
Yeah, yes. So Jason, or Nuffle, Karis, Marthalion, Sage, Dario, Thardasul is 6. So you plus 5 others.
6. You plus 5 others. 6 people.
Oh, okay. Yep, there we go.
Math is hard.
Say it.
It's even harder when you're an
Hey.
alcoholic.
It's in character because Kadis already said he's not good at math.
I did.
It's
All right.
great.
So you eat breakfast.
Yeah, we do.
Well, breakfast.
It is breakfast as long as you do break your fast.
Are you
Even
sticking
Dick
around?
had a really good breakfast.
Edible vegetables, some small wild game, and a handful of berries enough to feed 6 people. I feel like that's pretty good eating.
This corned beef and cabbage I just made is really good eating.
As you guys are like packing up your stuff and getting ready to leave the room, Dario, you notice a mage hand with a broom like work its way into the room and start sweeping up behind you. As you
Well,
pack
that's
up all
one
your
way
stuff
to
and
do
leave.
it.
Just gonna note that.
I look at Dario.
I'm over here just like, if they're using Mage Hand, why not just prestidigitation?
Not all classes have access
They
to
don't know that
prestidigitation.
And they wanted to charge an extra cleaning fee.
As we're walking out, I'm just gonna kind of glance over at the bartender. So, are you also a practitioner of the more arcane arts then?
Why would you say that?
Mage hand sweeping up the room as we left might be a clue.
Hmm.
And
I
I
don't
also
know-
summon my own mage hand, just like I put up my hand and then just shifts out of it.
Oh, you have a maid of your own. You got to make sure they get paid well. He kind of winks at you.
I'm just gonna leave.
Wow.
That's funny.
Just walk out, kind of chuckling a little bit.
All right. Give me that D20 roll. For travel.
I call this one. I haven't done one in a while.
Alright.
7.
Ooh, baby.
Point out, I do have dark vision. I feel like that hasn't been pointed out recently, so.
I will.
Why do,
Everybody, I now have dark vision.
Sorry, that was for the meme.
Yes, I picked that up. My dark vision is better than your dark vision.
So, after you like left the forest, very much like flat plains, up until after this town. I want perception checks from all of you.
Oh boy.
What?
Jacob, you screwed us.
You know what? I haven't rolled one since session 1.
7, which means a 2 on the die.
No, my perception is 0. No, I have 5. I should not have 5. What?
I had a +5 to my perception. It's wisdom plus proficiency if you're proficient.
That's not right.
Do you have the wrong character sheet open?
No, I have the right character, but I have a... No, I rolled... I just, for some reason... No, that's not a perception check. I was talking about the 7 that I rolled. That wasn't a perception. That one wasn't.
No, Karis was saying 7 because he rolled a 7
Oh,
for
I thought-
his perception.
I thought you were just giving me more crap about the, my 7 from
No,
earlier.
I rolled a 7 for my perception.
Yeah,
Everyone else still needs to roll it.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are we rolling perception for?
we don't know yet.
We're
We
rolling.
have a passive perception of 15.
I need an active perception check.
Well, my
Alright, wish granted.
computer's being super weird. And I can't see anything.
Could you roll a
So-
basic d20 on Josh's and then just tell us what
Oh,
the
no,
modifier
I
is?
got it.
Armor proficiency?
She is proficient in heavy armor.
That's good to know.
Good to know.
Noted.
Oh,
Oof.
Wait, what was it?
That one.
Nope, I get to re-roll that.
What?
Halfling.
Are you a halfling again?
I am the halfling again.
She wasn't a halfling before, technically.
Wait,
Only
and
part.
so
I was
you've not
halfling.
rolled. How is it that this is the first nat one you've rolled? There have been so many.
Yeah, I just rolled low, not 1. Oh,
That's a nat one again.
It was
Way-
Have to keep it.
The
It's meant to
only
be.
way that
A
Dang.
halfling
halflings
to
get
nat
a
one.
true nat 1.
So, Sage, I said it was flat, right? But there is a small, like, little hill on the other side, like on the side of this town that you traveled over. And by hill, I mean at best a speed bump, and you cannot see past it.
Ah, short people.
Because you're
That's real
short.
nice.
It is real nice. Maybe do not
Yeah, that's
antagonize.
cool.
Maybe do not antagonize Roll20 while we're rolling. Dario, you don't see anything. Paris,
Roll 20 freaking
you don't
hates
see
me.
anything. Marthalion.
Listen, this was the first time in like 3 years you actually had to stick with a nat 1, okay? Welcome to everyone else's world.
I don't think I've ever rolled 2 nat 1s in a row.
Yeah, the
What's
only
my record?
we got it
4?
is in the Starfinder campaign.
Yeah, 4 nat 1s in a row.
Oh, we don't even talk about the Starfinder campaign.
Oh,
All right.
No one ever
All right.
rolled above a fly.
All right. Back to what's
Talking
going on
about
here.
rolls.
Marthalion. The woods you just came from. They seem closer than 2.5 hours of travel away.
the woods themselves? I don't like that.
I'm not prepared to fight Ents. I don't have an Orokai army.
Hashtag travel quickly. Move at a fast pace.
Hashtag, whereas we may make above the table comments about this, nobody else noticed.
Right?
Yeah. Hey. Y'all
And,
might want
like-
to take a look at this, but it appears that despite our excellent traveling speed, the forest seems to be traveling with us as well.
Like it does not for people who haven't lived in the I mean you've been in and out of forest for 140 years, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just like the past 2 days have been. It's weird. Like it's not noticeable, like super noticeable. Oh, this is closer. It is just off. Like it feels like you traveled way farther than that. If that makes sense. Like it's not. You pointed out to them, they're not necessarily going to notice it and be able to tell because they're not used to traveling through that. But it's very much that's a little weird.
Okay.
Guys,
If that makes sense.
are we
like,
playing Call of Cthulhu
Yeah.
again?
Huh?
all right. And you rolled the 7 was for travel, right?
Yes.
Ooh, baby.
The Elder Forest hunts.
No.
Jacob.
No.
You all receive a notification. Scolopendra stirs.
No.
This white peach mead, so good.
All right, you get a day's travel. I mean, you're like, despite the past 3 or 4 days being like a slog to travel, what should have taken you 2 days to get through. You're like making good time.
Yay.
As you're getting close to the end of the day's travel, you make it to Dangor Ul. Anyone watching this, if you ever want to DM a campaign and you use a world map generator, name your cities yourself, because the auto naming is god awful.
Or don't.
And just make it fun. So you make it to
I'm just trying to figure out how to pronounce this town over here.
Nope.
Sinkangor. There we go. Sinkhangor. Because there's two ways.
No, it's the TS at the beginning. It's kind of like, what was that dog lady's name in
Sren.
Yeah.
Strendalgor.
So Sinkangor.
Yeah, exactly.
Sinkangor. Welcome to Sinkangor. Actually, that goes really well with my accent, and considering I'm a local, makes sense.
You make it to Dangor Ul, which is a what would be the best way? Like a fort / military outpost.
Another one?
Huh? No. This is like Eldarian Confederation, like military outpost. Supposed to be, defending the towns in the area.
Gotcha.
Wait.
The gates are closed. This is also a walled, like it is, for lack of a better term, it's a castle. You have made it to a castle. Can I help you? Did you see somebody's head pop up over the wall?
Hello. We are travelers. We are heading to Umberpass.
Okay.
We were wondering if we could perhaps camp the night in the courtyard in a safe place, as it is, in fact, coming to a close of the day. And it's so hard to keep this accent from going Russian.
No. Do you have gold?
No, we're emissaries of the Phoenix Talon Brotherhood that's been sent up to Umberpass to establish the new guild hall sanctioned by the government.
So you do have gold.
Quick question.
We don't. He might. He's the guy in charge.
Bus, meat tires.
When I came through last time, I probably would have tried to stay here for the night.
No, because you took the river, which if you're leaving Umberpass is a much faster route.
Makes sense.
Than traveling overland.
Makes sense. Okay. Is he wearing the appropriate uniform? I'm
Looks so.
I would have seen the military around.
Looks like it. For what I mean, he's not. Huh?
Blood spatters on it or anything?
No.
Plus, these are the same. This is probably the same guard garrison that your town would deal with. You think you're gonna intentionally pass through this place?
Fair.
So about that gold.
I said anything about gold. We're just new hires, interns of sorts. He's the main representative. Any official discussions would go through him. I'll point over my shoulder to
Thargasul?
Yeah, Thargasul.
That's unfortunate. I feel like y'all should go away then.
He's not even going to try to talk to Thargasul?
No.
So tell me, out of curiosity, how much gold are we talking for lodging?
Sir, are you trying to bribe a guard?
No, you're the one that asked about gold.
Oh. Oh,
Just responding to your inquiries. That's all, sir.
Indeed.
Is this the innkeeper or is this some random person?
This is a guard on the wall of the
Screaming
castle.
down to us about how our mother was a hamster and our father smelled of elderberries.
I was about to say he's gonna ask how quickly an unladen swallow.
You're one of those guys.
I'm sorry. One of what, guys?
Are you talking wise to me, boy?
No, sir. I'm genuinely confused. I'm a bit stupid.
Ain't that the truth? I feel like y'all should move along
I'm
before
gonna
we're
lean over
forced.
to the rest of the group. Honestly, probably not a bad idea. There's a lot of corruption in this area, as far as I know, and the guards are not much better than bandits.
Guessing that was a stage whisper?
Yes, that was a stage whisper. That was very much whispering into their ears.
Lean back over. Do have a question. Would it be safer to get a good distance away to camp, or would it be safer to camp not in their territory, but close
Oh, absolutely. I would rather deal with, again, whispering, stage whispering. I would rather deal with everyday bandits than the official guard. Because you can kill bandits and probably get the reward. If you kill the guards, you are getting executed.
All right, then. I reckon we'll take your suggestion and move along.
This is bad first, the trees.
Hope you all have a fine day.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Y'all get on out of here now. And he just kind of like turns around and walks away. So
Darren.
what are y'all doing?
Do you remember that conversation we had just before we came into the Eldarian Empire?
Yeah, I
Wait, this isn't the Eldarian Empire. What's the name of this place again?
The Eldarian Confederation.
Eldarian Confederation. That's right. Everything that I said, which you already know and do not need to rehash.
I'm gonna wink. I have no idea what you're talking about. You never said nothing about your country.
They're fantastic. I love my country. My countrymen are amazing. The nobles are the most noble of all, and the guards are fantastic. That's what I said, if anything. You bastard, don't even said anything about my country. I swear to God, I will smack you over the head with a bottle next time.
Wait, you said don't say you didn't say anything about your country?
Don't say I said anything about my country.
No, I winked at you and said I don't remember you saying anything about your country.
Yeah, that's a little too close even for him. He's like, don't even insinuate. This is not good. So, what a beautiful day. Let's continue. Yes?
Get a couple miles out, put up camp.
All right, sounds good. Hey, you're not in a city, so instead of going through this whole thing, you get rations from Marthalion, because I'm imagining he's still cool with you guys getting that.
Watches?
Watches!
I'm up first, as per usual. Perception. 22.
Ooh, nothing.
Nice. Dario, I believe you're up next. I think Nuffle's feeling a little sick right now.
Thick. Odd backlash from one of his spells. He's not feeling great.
Yeah.
It's not a natural one. Well,
Why
hold on.
did it roll persuasion?
That's okay, so it's a 10 plus 3, so you got a 13 instead of a 14. Yeah, nothing. I mean, nothing on most of your guys' watches. It's... Unless the guards were to decide to hassle you guys, it's pretty unlikely anybody's going to be dumb enough to...
Which I'm pretty worried about, to be honest.
Yeah.
These guys must really suck if an officially state-sanctioned expedition, they're like, screw off.
Well, you are an officially state-sanctioned expedition from a different country that has gotten approval from a local lord.
Wouldn't these guys
let me
work
put
for
it.
that local lord?
Let me put it in these terms. Okay, Karis is from Soviet Russia, right? Like USSR Soviet Russia, right? And you guys got approval from somebody right about here that said, sure, you can come set this thing up. And the guards work for somebody that's right about here. So it's not so much a yeah, this is okay as a you didn't talk to someone high enough up on the food chain.
Do you mind if we take a quick break real quick here?
We can go to break.
Go.
Hi, yeah.
Bryant, that was live.
Good.
Uh,
Include it in the YouTube.
You asked for it.
Oh, right. That was for. Okay, sorry. I was really confused what we were rolling perception for.
Watches.
All right. Watches with a 25. Well, Josh isn't here. So what was going to happen doesn't happen. And you're all fine.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Unless it was something that, like, he dropped like a moose.
No.
Okay.
He was going to meet someone, but you can meet them later. It'll be fine. So,
Listen, Jared Padalecki is not here.
You get a long night's rest. Woo. Yay.
Hey.
Hey.
Yay.
And so it's about another day's travel to Overpass. You will pass by.
Road?
You can pass through Hanger. But Karis, you would know. You definitely don't want to do that.
It's the bad place.
This is peasant slums for all of the serfs that work for the nobles of Umberpass.
So Umberpass is the not good place. Hunger is the really not good place.
Okay, so Umberpass is St. Louis. Hunger is East St. Louis.
Oh.
This is like y'all can walk 4 hours to work in the morning because we don't want to see your filth in our city.
Oof.
Like there are still poor people in Overpass, but this is like the
poor people.
This is if y'all go through there with a cart full of goods,
you're gonna get robbed every
time.
time.
You will 100% get robbed
or deaded.
Umberpass is most of Chicago, which is still the bad side of Chicago, and Hunger is the really bad side of Chicago, which is like slums by Chicago standards.
Sure.
No offense to anybody that lives in Chicago, but I had some people basically try to hold me up in Chicago, and also almost got jumped in Chicago. 2 separate events.
Yeah, but then their grandma chewed them out.
No, only the people that tried to jump me, not the people that tried to hold me up. Somehow, with the people that tried to hold me up, I got away with playing really stupid and getting away.
All right. So somebody give me a D20 for travel.
My turn. Do.
Do.
I did the last one, so 10.
A very average day.
Sure, you can call it average. It seems to be a very average day. And
It's your basic average girl, and she's here to save the world.
so you kind of skirt hunger. You make it to Umberpass. It's a little like you've gone past your normal stop time for traveling during a day, but you were like 30 minutes outside of Umberpass when you reach there. So it's rolling in towards the late.
We should go around this town. You do not want to be here.
No, this is after you went past the town.
Oh.
You're rolling into Umberpass.
Oh, gotcha.
Like a little later than you normally would.
Cars, you're local around here. Why don't you take lead on which direction we should be going through here?
Oh yes, absolutely. The inn will be that direction. Don't go down that road. Bad area. And there's a perfect tavern over there.
Are you ready for what I was trying to get to work earlier?
Yes.
Hey!
Boys,
Must be the money.
it must be the money. I give you
Umberpass?
I'm zoomed in very far. Sorry.
A river.
Hey!
let's scroll out. You have a town.
We have a
All right,
We
question.
have town maps.
Which, section was the section he told us not to go to? Was it Norton?
That who told you not to go to?
That Kara said, don't go that way.
So Norton is kind of like your shadier part of town, right? Fleamore is more the you're rich enough to live in Umberpass, but barely. Then your market district. Bookton is your normal city stuff, and then it's rich people, yeah. And then Riverside Heights is bougie people.
It is that, 4-square block region of Chicago.
All right, let's see. Where do I live? Let's see.
You live in town, or just, outside of town?
Oh, no, I live in town. You said Fleamore was, the sketchy area?
Norton is super sketchy.
Norton
is your respectable, but barely,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, I definitely live in Norton, though.
Norton is the not really sanctioned, people who do illicit things that aren't supposed to be happening, but we're kind of cool with them doing it as long as it's over there. And then Fleamore is you're just barely rich enough to live here and not at hunger.
So I probably live, close to the border of Fleamore and Norton.
Yeah.
I'm, right on the line.
you're respectable, but barely.
I work an honest job, and we tolerate you.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's the smallest house on the border area?
Whatever you do not go to Norton. That is a unsavory place. Unless you're specifically looking for drugs, murder, or prostitution. In which case, please, go to Norton. It's right there.
Slongabouts, what area of town's you from?
Close to the border of Norton, but on the Fleamore side.
All reckon you know best.
That is disgusting.
I reckon we'll.
There's not enough room at my abode for everyone. So.
Alright. I reckon probably the best place is guessing one of the more acceptable.
You're over here trying to.
Well, question: are there barracks in the?
Do we already have like a place, like a building set that we're gonna set up?
You do not. You have basically a sheet of paper that says you can buy a building here and set up a guild.
Alright.
I believe that part would fall to Tarkasur, not to us.
Thargasul, should we escort you towards the whatever official you're going to be dealing with and leave that part to you and we'll find accommodations?
I will say you are like, it's like normal travel time normally ends like 6, 7 o'clock. You're pushing 8 by the time you.
So probably get accommodations and
Yes.
then he'll do that in the morning. And I'm guessing one of the places you pointed us to was like on the edge of Fleamore and Market.
Actually, Karis, you would know of a wonderful little tavern. You know of a wonderful little tavern. It is like it's like a mom and pop shop for taverns. The nicest people, and you know that in not like only the people who like really know their way around town would know about this tavern, and it has some of the most delicious food in all of Bookton.
Mom and pop shops are the best, man.
They are.
Do they have a couple of rooms to let?
You wouldn't know unless you went there.
Okay.
But the tavern you are looking for is the Sister and the Snake.
Please, down this road, there is a little place I have to show you. I think, if I remember correctly, they may have a couple of rooms for let. I don't know. I have never rented one. The food is delectable, the drink is delicious, and the people are so kind. Especially when I introduce you, they should not give you the traveler or tourist rigmarole.
Yep, we already had some experience with that, so I would like to avoid it if at all possible.
Absolutely, come! And I will take them to the Sister and Snake.
It is this little blue building on the map.
This one?
Yep, that one right there.
Hey,
Okay, so over in Bookton. So actually a nicer area.
Yeah, it's a nicer area, but this is like a very small, like, hole in the wall.
on the edge
Yeah.
of the nicer
Yeah.
area there.
Yes, and like these buildings are not just like that's not like the whole building. I mean, like it's
in that
fantasy town.
building?
It is in that building. It is a portion of that building.
Gotcha. I will open the doors. Do I know the names of the proprietors?
You have met. You would have met the owner in passing. You have met the cook. You would have met him. So
Did he help
Is he my
deliver
cousin?
flour to the this place as they ordered it from the mill?
he might have.
Or seen him when the cook came to pick up flour?
I don't know. Is he my cousin or something?
He is not. He is not your cousin.
I imagine I have a couple of those running around.
I don't know. Maybe. You don't know.
Honestly, given my father and his activities and the way that I grew up, most of my extended family probably resides in Norton if they're here.
So you make your way inside this hole in the wall, very cozy tavern. I mean, like you walk in and it probably sits 15 people.
Please,
Well, yeah,
come. This is a wonderful establishment. Come.
Well, good afternoon, gentlemen. How can I help you?
It is good to be home. It is Mikaris. I've delivered flour here for the last couple of years. I've been away for a while.
Karis, it's so good to see you.
You too. And what was this person's name?
Hornwina Stout Path.
Hold on, let me write that down because I'm not going to remember. Let's see. Ella. Hornwalla.
Hornwina. Hornwina. Stout Path.
What type of person are they?
She's an older human, very, very short. She's like everyone's grandmother ever. She like most people who work in this town hate being in this town, right? Like it sucks. She is just genuinely happy to see literally everyone who walks through the door.
Oh, I love her already. Hornwalla! It has been too long. How are you? How is the knee? How have you been?
I'm doing good. Just, enjoying life.
Absolutely. Just remember, if there's anything you ever need, just let me know. I am always more than happy to help. Anyways, These are my friends. They are with the what was the name of the group
Phoenix
called?
Talon Brotherhood.
The Phoenix Talon Brotherhood. We are here to set up a new chapter house. They're looking for some food, some drink, maybe some place to sleep if you have anything available.
Well, I think we have a couple of rooms. Let me check. But let's go ahead and you guys get settled down. I'll have Stonefang bring you out some food.
Stonefang, how has he been?
Oh, he's just as lively as ever.
Of course. Thank you.
So just take yourselves a seat, and I'll have him cook you guys something up. I believe we have some garlic herb pheasant on the menu today with some spring onions. So I'll have him rustle some grub up for you guys. How many do you have?
Looks like 6.
6? All right. I'll get that taken care of. You guys just find yourselves a seat.
7 if we're including Thargesul, right?
No,
Y'all are so bad at math.
6 total.
6 total.
Yeah, 5 players, a DM makes 6 in the group.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no. I was counting Obi accidentally.
That's what I was doing earlier. Please, come, seat. She is a wonderful woman. I think she's been running this place longer than I've been alive. I remember running by here and trying to get drinks with a child. Of course, she would just give me like water and then tell me to run away. But I tried. Wonderful lady. Absolutely. Miss Stelpeth is amazing.
Kind of Leonor's not like whispering and speaking kind of quietly as she walks away. Why do I just feel like I just walked into my grandmother's house?
Because she is everyone's grandmother's and this is her house.
Like, legitimately, it feels like I... You know what? Never mind.
No, I'm serious. Like, I'm pretty sure half the people just call her grandmother Stelpeth. Like, she's pretty much everyone's grandma. It's one of those things. Like you know how like in like certain communities, like one woman would be like the neighborhood mom. You know, watches out for all the kids, and like the other mothers are off working, but then like she stays and she's like able to help with everyone. She's like the city grandma. I'm pretty certain that if the mayor himself walked in, he would call her grandma Stelpeth. Like, it is ridiculous.
So is she like
Feels like home.
the one that really rules like the real folk?
Rule? No, she's a kindly old lady, as far as I know, right?
Overlooks, maybe.
Lore Master, do I have any knowledge on what she may or may not control outside of this tiny little thing? I do have a criminal background, so. I might have run with a few straight gains out of Norton when I.
She is genuinely just a good person. That you know of. She doesn't have anything to do
All
with
I
that.
was implying was like any real folk, as in not rich hoity-toity people, if they had any problems, they would go and talk to her about it.
I love how I give you guys just a generically cool character, and you're like, are they a villain?
I wasn't
Do they
asking
do
if she was a
shady
villain.
stuff?
Listen, I do not classify medieval mob bosses as villains 90% of the time, because 90% of the time they're just taking care of the common folk and helping out around town
I'm
in
not
ways that
implying
may or
she's
may
a
not be.
villain, but you got to recognize in large communities where you have rich people and not rich people, there's generally one like pillar of the community that the not rich people actually look up to instead of the rich rulers.
Fair.
That's what I'm implying.
This is the cool guy who owns a sandwich shop in Chicago that everybody likes, and like the gangs kind of don't mess with because they're super cool, and she's just friendly to everybody.
No, as far as I know, she simply has the respect of everyone because she is a genuinely amazing person and will feed you no matter who you are. In fact, if we came in here with no money, she would probably at least find us a piece of bread. Like, honestly, she's just a good person.
Best respect.
Unironically, which is very rare in the city.
I'm gonna start to pull up my pipe and be like, "Is she alright with us in the common room here?"
I mean, why not? It's not like it's bad for you or anything.
I've met a couple people that just ain't. It's been their older years that just ain't, alright with it. You just
She'll probably smoke you under the table and drink you. Probably not drink you. She might. I don't know. I don't know what she was like in her younger years, but she'd probably outsmoke you.
As you're lighting up your pipe, you hear a loud thudding from what you know is the kitchen.
That's Stone Fang.
Karis, is that you?
Hey, Stone Fang!
Busting through the door is quite possibly the largest dragonborn you've ever seen in your life. Like, Tharjasul is a massive man. Stonefang is like 8 feet tall, like super buff body, like bodybuilder built. Like, he is just absolute muscle. Like almost like a metallic black scales covering his body. He's got, his pants on, little apron over it, like, hanging down his chest. It says "Mama's favorite cook" on the front. Flour everywhere. He just like comes running out. A gleam in his.
I will run up to him and give him a hug, but as I do, I'm gonna like whisper in his ear, "Do not mention my family to this. I do not trust them yet." That far.
Karis, it's been so long, and he just gives you a massive hug as he pats you on the back, just flour all over you.
Yeah, right. And I'll whisper that message to him in that moment.
It's been too long. How have you been?
It has. Well, the water wheel that they put up on the mill.
Oh yeah.
Well, I helped to install it. And then they fired me because they no longer needed the labor.
That's been going a lot around.
Unfortunately,
going around.
However, I have come across an opportunity.
Oh yeah.
These individuals, and a legal one, I might add.
Oh, that's good.
These individuals are, and as am I, now representatives of the Phoenix Stallion Brotherhood. We have been granted a right of establishment here in the city.
Ah, what kind of gig is this?
Oh, we are mercenaries, heroes for hire, as it were.
Ah, well,
The adventure guild.
If you're out there adventuring and you ever come across any rare goods of the victuals type, I'd take them off your hands. Recipes, I just got the most delicious recipe for a shepherd's pie. Have you ever had shepherd's pie?
No, I have not had lamb. It is very expensive.
Oh my goodness. The mashed potatoes on this are just so. I'll have to make it for you one of these days.
That
It
would
is
be amazing.
so good.
I'm
And
kind
are
of
these?
inch up a little bit as they're talking. Just kind of like make myself. I'm not trying to hide. Just kind of make myself known a little bit.
Yes, Stonefang, this is Dario.
Yeah.
Ah,
Curse, can I have a word with you? Just a quick moment.
Ah,
So I do have a limited supply, so I'm not trying to hand it out to everybody. But if these are close friends of yours, and you had mentioned how rare it is around here, I would like to share a bowl of this Phalanx tobacco with any close friends mind. Like I said, I do have a limited supply. If that's all right with you, to make a good impression, yeah.
do you have time for a quick smoke, my friend?
Karis would know that neither Hornwino or Stonefang partake in any sort of smoking. They are very much cool with other people partaking in it,
Right.
but they do not.
My friend does not smoke. It is not his thing.
Unless it can be baked into a food, he's not really interested.
He is the most excellent cook you have ever come across, but he does not smoke. He prefers. Well, he does smoke. He does not smoke. If you catch my drift.
Unfortunately, I did not bring any of the peaty woods or grains that we grow on the edges of the swamp and the foothills. I just brought the tobacco with it. Sorry.
Perhaps if you ever go home for a visit and you come back.
I might see about bringing a gift of some of those peaty grains to you.
So this is the rest of your crew?
Indeed, this is Dario Felton. He is from that place.
Just
The Drakenar Sovereignty.
That place that I named. This is Martelion from all over, mostly the woods. Sage, who I do not know where she is from, she has not said, that is her business. And Nuffle. He's just Nuffle.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Stonefang Firespit. I'm the cook around here. You ever need some good grub? I got you.
Oh, how could I forget? Targisur. He is the official member of the Phoenix Talent Collective.
Well met.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Well, man, sir.
I do look forward to having a bite of whatever you're cooking. Karis here has talked up your victuals quite greatly.
Yes. My apologies. Let me go.
No, don't
go
let me
rustle up some
don't
grub
let
for
me
you
try
guys.
to put any pressure on you. I'm happy to wait a little bit.
It would be my pleasure. I'll be back in a jiffy. And he kind of turned around and walks off.
Very kind man. I've got him into the fighting ring a couple of times, and he absolutely, bodily threw me outside of it. It was amazing.
He looks like he could pick me up in one arm and you up in the other and conk us together.
He could probably rip you in half.
I don't feel like testing that out.
I could probably climb on his back and he wouldn't notice.
More than likely, as far as the getting ripped in half and fighting him, I suggest you don't try to find out. It is not fun.
No intentions. I like all my parts where they are currently at, as of now.
Very kind man, though. It takes a lot to make him angry, but when he does, whew,
When he puts a long handle on his axe.
honestly, if he picks up the big spoon and there's not a big pot of stew going, run.
You got my reference, right?
Yes.
As y'all are finished talking, Hornwina walks up. I brought you guys this, and she hands you a bottle of. It's a blank bottle, but you can assume it has some sort of alcohol in it.
Thank you so much, Grandmama.
I got 2 rooms for y'all. Will the lady be needing her own room?
I'm not sure
Oh, I
how
can share.
room accommodations will be going.
I will be going home.
I
I do not need accommodations.
It's kind of like we got one well-to-do with us. He might want his own room. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I'll give him his own room, and then are the 4 of y'all good sharing one? They'll fit 4 people.
The other night we slept
Might easily.
in accommodations that was literally just a tiny room with nothing in it. Anything is fantastic from that.
Ah. Were you over there in Beinger at that inn?
we passed through. We had a hard, long night and got chased by some creepy crawlies, and we needed rest no matter what. And it was there.
Did he try and get you with the whole paying his maid shtick?
Yeah, I pop up. I got one of them too.
You'd be surprised on how many people he gets with that. Well, don't worry about paying for your rooms. I'll take care of those for you guys.
Are you sure? I mean, we ain't exactly well to do, but we wouldn't mind paying at least something.
Well, I mean, there's this. Nah, don't worry about it.
Well, if you ever feel like it becomes something we might need to help you out with, do not hesitate to ask. We'll be around for a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm fixing to close up shop here. Y'all are more than welcome to stay as long as you want. If you need anything, Stonefang will be in the kitchen for a while cleaning up. You're more than welcome to whatever you like. And Karis, you know where you can show them to their rooms.
Of course.
Whenever you're ready.
I do appreciate your hospitality. It is most gracious.
Well, this old lady's going to go get her some sleep. And y'all have a good night.
Good night, grandmother. Have a good night. As soon as she walks away and she's out of earshot, I'm going to kind of lean into the group. She does this a lot. It has become common practice to just leave some money either in the room or up on that shelf on the hearth. She's a very kind woman, but
it feels even more like I'm at my grandma's house, and when I'm leaving, she's trying to give me something, and I'm trying to say no.
Yes, that is very much what it is. But it has become common practice to just leave something on the hearth or in the room, a handful of things. And then whenever she tries to return it to you, claim it's not yours. Just tell her it's not mine. I don't know. It must be yours. You must have forgotten about it, and she keeps it. It's a whole thing.
I know
people have been doing this for a while.
I don't know how the market is around here, and this isn't me trying to hold out anything. It's just that sometimes too much or too little can be rude. I just figured I'd ask you.
What would be like the standard donation for 2 room?
All right, your average room is, for an inn of this size, probably like a silver a night. I mean, this is like, you'll get the best service here, but it is not a fancy place.
Right. Usually it's like a silver room that people leave.
I like this lady. I'm just going to toss up a couple silver out of my own, because I imagine we're going to be here at least 2 nights, and we're getting 2 rooms. And I don't know if Darjasul is going to toss anything up, so I'll include some for his. So, I figure we'll be here at least 2 nights. I'll put up 4 silver for 2 rooms. While she's not around, while nobody's looking, of course.
Yeah, she was heading out for the night. Was that a table slap because you had something to say, or just acting out that you were?
I did not actually slap. I don't know who that was.
Sorry, that was me table slapping. As Carius goes. Anyways, have a good night. And if calling me, I'll be right back.
So, as y'all finish that up, Stonefang comes out with the food. Just the most. I mean, you guys have been eating berries and fish and bunnies for quite well, and
a few weeks.
Some handmade deer jerky for a couple of nights. It's been rough. This is
it's been rough.
It's been rough. Marthella, you're used to eating berries and stuff for and game that you catch. The rest of you, I mean, Sage maybe, but the rest of you are not.
City boy!
Alright, to be fair, I'm probably used to eating, grain porridge and some meats.
Yeah, I mean, but, where you're at, they're still hunting, and you guys have a place to cook, and, they're hard to come about, but spices and you have been eating just like cooked meat. This is like the most. Dara, you may not have smelt anything this good, other than when you were at the, doing your studies. It is the most fragrant. Like you can smell the garlic and herbs as he walks out with this fully roasted chicken with like some spring onions and roasted potatoes on the side. Brings out this is for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll be in the kitchen if you need anything.
The smell is anything to go by. I don't think there's going to be any issues with this here food.
Also, I imagine
I didn't realize food hadn't come yet. I will stay for the food before I leave.
I imagine y'all will be out shopping tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure Karis can give you a good feel for the market. Just most places, I'd be careful. They'll rob you blind.
We got some business to take care of before that, but we might peruse a bit after. Hopefully, we can have Karis by our side to give us lay of the land.
Well, y'all have a good night, and yeah, Karis, it was good seeing you again.
Stone thing, always a pleasure. I will see you all in the morning. I am going to go to my house and go to bed.
So Karis
Thanks
leaves.
for bringing us.
Hey, we remember the thing we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Uh,
Which above table, they all know what's going on. As far as, like...
We do.
I thought they did. At least Jacob does.
it is what it is.
We can go into a private chat if you want to do anything with that or whatever. So
I kind of want to see you, but I kind of, yeah.
you'll take off your headphones until we give you the thumbs up.
Are y'all enjoying your food?
I am assuming I enjoy it quite well if it's as good as you are describing it.
Yum yum.
Oh, it's
Wait, are we poisoned?
huh? Do what?
Nothing. Nothing. No, I'm good.
I think she said ooh woo.
Well, I thought I heard her ask if they
Yeah.
were poisoned.
All right. If we're basically
For sure not.
eating Grandma Hill's turkey and dumplings, I'm blessed.
Oh Lord, why'd you have to remind me of that?
Because Grandma Hill's turkey and dumplings were the best.
That's fair.
So you guys, you finish your meal. Karis takes off. He shows you to your rooms before he takes off.
Okay.
These are like they're comfy rooms. Like they're a little cluttered. Like a grandmother's house would be, right? There's
We got some
quilt.
precious little moments, statues sitting around on all the surfaces.
There's a quilt hanging off the wall here or there. Pictures of random kids. But they're comfy. The beds are, after sleeping on basically saddlebags, not saddlebags because you don't have horses, on like a pack for the past week. It is comfy. Y'all sleep really good.
So
Following morning comes.
Can we do a me going home thing kind of privately?
We sure can.
I would like to, if you don't mind.
That is more than well. We are.
You want to pull me, you, and Jacob into a chat and
I sure can.
just tell Jacob to leave his headphones off?
All right. Whoa.
Sweet. I'll do the thing, right? The whole leaving the weapons and all of that, and then actually going home. And then I'll get to the front door and I'll kind of stop before I open the door and just kind of...
Leave them off. Don't do it. Take them
No,
off.
put the headphones back off.
Take them off.
Just kind of slick the hair back a little bit, kind of wipe the chin, make sure I'm looking fine, check where the scar should be, All right. And then I will open the door and step inside. Honey, I'm home. Girls.
And your wife and children or kids are there to meet you. I'm not role playing
I
your wife and
didn't name
kids,
them
so it's all good.
yet. I will. I made it. I'm alive. I did not die. A super chill, like absolutely not dangerous at all. It was a lot of fun though. I got to see some things. I brought home some money, and I will give them the money that I have made so far, which isn't a lot, but whatever. With more to come, we have some items that we found to sell soon. Hopefully in the morning. We got here a little late, and then I will have more money, and that should hopefully cover our rent. How has it been here?
Oh, it's been just wonderful. The city guards are the city guards and all that, but
Yes.
it's been good.
And once the girls are coming in, so
Huh?
miserable as always.
Ah.
How is the landlords? How have our excuses taken so far?
I mean, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but he'll get over it. I'm just happy you're home safe.
Money. Which, by the way, and I'll hand her 30 gold. Somehow I ended up rolling really well for gold, and I'm like, cool, I must have found some stuff on the way there, I guess. I don't know. Because I certainly didn't have that when I left. Like on the way to signing up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I ran across some valuable herbs on the way out of town. I was able to sell them once I got outside the Empire. And I made us some money. They should pay our rent.
Oh, that's just wonderful, honey.
We should be fine though. I will continue to make money. I almost died, but I have friends. They heal. They fight. We will keep each other alive.
I thought you said it went fine. Now, was it fine? Or did you almost die? Because almost dying is not fine.
Almost. I did not. Besides, I can't scare the girls. I tell you the truth. I tell you how things are. That has always been our agreement, but the girls, they can't know that their father was slashed open on his side by a Milform goblin. They would be terrified every time I left the house. They are not adults, they're children. They deserve to be protected. You know this, we discussed.
I mean, they're already kind of terrified every time you leave the house, but I get where you're coming from.
The city is not safe. The world is not safe, but I try to make it that way for them. That's why I still talk to their uncle. I mean, yeah, sure, he works out of Norton, but if he has affection for them, despite his habits, perhaps he keeps it away from them. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I have to be up early in the morning to take these outsiders around town and keep them from getting stabbed in the streets. So I miss you.
I've missed you too.
Then, depending on my performance check, we'll probably either fade to black or I'll go to bed alone. One of the two.
No, it's fine. We fade to black.
Listen, I said fade to black was the worst that happens, so I'm not trying to ERP with you. Not my thing. 0% my thing.
So, the morning comes.
I'll be outside munching on a piece of bread by the time they come out.
Dario, you wake up. And there are, well, the rest of you are in the room too. There are 4 pieces of silver sitting on a dresser inside your room. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're good. Sorry, I forgot.
I just want you to know, I hope you understand the absolute battle I will be fighting in editing not to listen to that. I won't do it, but I hope you understand the battle I will be fighting.
We did end the private session, right? Because I can't tell if Marthella or
Yes.
you're back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I just said, just know the battle I will be fighting not to listen to whatever that was.
The same battle Obi fought every time I did that to him.
Exactly. Obi appreciates it. I want the rest of you to appreciate it too.
Suffer.
So, Dario, Sage, Marthalion, Nuffle, y'all wake up. Dario, you find 4 pieces of silver sitting on a dresser inside your room.
I'm not gonna touch it.
You go down for breakfast. Scrambled egg, like perfectly scrambled eggs. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Fresh sausage. Just lightly, like so crispy, like it's got that crunch when, like that, like kind of crisp snap when you bite into it.
And the
But
juice
it's
kind of
like-
explodes in your mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you like having sausage juice explode in your mouth, don't you?
yeah.
All right. So you have breakfast. After that, Thardasul comes down. Well, I'm gonna go talk to the magistrate and get all of our paperwork squared away.
Should we meet
I'll-
you at any point? Like, time frame of where to meet you? Or just-
I mean, I'll meet you guys back here tonight. I'm not. I mean, it's been a couple of months. I'm sure they'll want to haggle over prices, and we'll have to find a building. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a couple of days getting this all worked out. But I mean, in the time being, I'm sure you guys have wares to sell. While you're in the market, there's probably a notice board you can check out, find some jobs. Just kind of, spreading the word. And I don't know. I guess I'll meet you guys back here tonight.
Does Karis stumble in or saunter in about this point?
No, Karis is waiting outside for you guys, munching on a piece of toast and drinking
All right.
a beverage. I don't know if there's coffee here, so whatever the average morning beverage is here.
There's beet juice.
Cool, hot bean juice it is.
You're not bougie enough to have orange juice.
Oh, absolutely not. Just whatever the average normal.
There's breakfast beer. There's breakfast beer.
Ooh.
Sounds expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Probably just boiled water.
Start to exit out. Where should we look for
Ah, you guys are here. How was the
There it
breakfast?
is. Honestly, it's been a minute since I have had cooking that good. Your friend is a true artist.
Every time I can afford to eat here, I do. It's just not often.
Maybe if things go well, we'll be down here more often.
If things go very well, I will be eating here every day of the rest of my life.
I can understand that. So, I think we have those ears and
We
maybe
do. We have a
some
couple
other
of
business.
centaurs, the few ears. We have a Tarish or a shield, I believe. Not a Tarish, a shield.
I was hoping you might be able to guide us on where to be going.
Well, fortunately, here we are very close to the market. Let's go.
All right.
First, I'd like to go to the local smith, weaponsmith.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, friends. I have a couple of items here I thought might be of interest to you. I have a short bow. I'll pull out the short bow. I have a... it is technically a scimitar. I pulled it from the corpse of a goblin. It is a little rough. And I will pull the low-quality scimitar out. And then I have this very interesting, jagged, but like not rusty blade.
So you make your way down to what you know of as the best blacksmith in all of Umber Pass.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's up there price. Like, you're going to pay a lot. But he also, even though, so down in Bank Night, this orange little building, he is one of the only establishments that deals with the less than legal that is permitted to be in anywhere that's not that part of town.
So I would
government
love to
sanctioned crime.
you have actually colored these buildings.
I did.
Exactly what they are. That is amazing and way more prep than I've ever done.
I had half a year to prep this.
Fair.
So don't expect more than that going forward. Well, actually, I guess every time we take a break, there's half a year. But although if it is illicit deals, it is done on the down low and is not technically sanctioned.
Right.
But you know. But you make your way to the Marble Forge, which you know is run by Nicodori Marble Forge.
Master Marble Forge, how have you been?
I've been good.
Business treating you well? It seems to have been. It's a very nice place.
I mean, not as good as it used to with, the guards cracking down. Those.
Oof. Yes, I ran into a handful back at that place. Because I don't have enough bringing. They were a little terse. Is everything okay?
I don't know. Everything is just wonderful.
We know how to talk in code, I imagine, so what am I picking up on as he says this?
It's worse than normal, but not for any apparent reason.
As it is. Occasionally these things happen, it comes and goes.
As this conversation is going to kind of saunter up, well, if there's any problems in the area that aren't, serious and really, truly, dangerous enough for the esteemed guards to take, hand in, we are setting up establishment of taking care of things.
Master Marble Forge. This is Dario Ferta. He is one of my traveling companions that I have met out in that other country, where I was trained to come back here, and we are to establish a new adventurers guild called the Phoenix Talon Brotherhood. A totally legitimate venture with authorization from the city lord.
Well, I mean, I can point you in the right direction. But I'm just going to say, it sounds like you'll be needing yourself a official blacksmithy to work on all of the guild needs.
I mean, possibly. However, we are, how do you say? And I'll switch to the local language to actually say unpaid interns.
Well.
However, our Master Thargus, who I'm sure would be very interested to form a relationship with you, and don't worry, I will 100% give him the I am a local, I know what I'm talking about, and that is the guy.
Well,
definitely be putting in a good work for you.
You get us some of them official papers, and we'll make it worth your guys' while.
Absolutely, that is how the would work. Anyways, in the meantime, I have some things to sell. Me and my friends do. You don't take these, but we have some equipment.
Unless it's gemstones, I don't deal with that. But I'm sure Throttgrim can.
I have a couple of those.
Oh, do you now?
I have, as I pull up my character sheet, give me 1 second. I have, in fact, 3, and I hold out the agate gems.
Oh.
There we go. Perhaps you could serenade him with the absolute value of these. I do not know much about gems, but I believe
above the table. Remind me about these.
They're gemstones. They're agates.
Where are we getting them from?
We took them out of the big boss's pockets from the Gabo.
Nice set of gems. Nothing too pretentious, of course, but certainly something respectable. Look at it. I am not to break. I do have some small amount of education in the arcane arts. They might even be possible to accept some sort of enchantment as a core. I'd say they're decently refined enough to be able to, maybe with a little bit of work, of course. We don't want to sell ourselves too high. Be key points in these sort of enchantment or magical terms, or just something that looks good, adorn in any sort of weapon you might have.
He kind of pulls out his, I don't know what they're called. You know, his gems. Yeah.
I'm going for the humble yet honest approach.
Hoping to make a persuasion check.
You can make me a persuasion check.
And I have been helping him sell them by doing the introduction
Sure.
and everything. Advantage. Listen, it helps to have a local, all right?
Double dirty 20s.
Oh,
Pulls out his monocle and is looking over it. I mean, this one here has a little bit of a. Where'd you say you got these from?
We passed through some ruins and came about them, you know. Might be attached to something older.
Like something. From what I'm seeing here, God dang it, your stupid accent.
It is infectious, isn't it?
It so is.
Listen, I'm 3/4 tempted to change my accent to Russian because it keeps migrating that direction.
From what I'm seeing here, looks like they didn't take too well care of these. This one, at least. The other two look pretty moderate to good quality. I'd give you.
I reckon they're decent enough size, even if with a little bit of damage, you can have them trimmed down and still be respectable and pretty.
Yeah, that one, it's not going to take any spells. These other two, I could see that. I'd give you 10 gold for the three of them.
Does that feel like a good price?
With my knowledge, would that feel good?
That feels like a very, very good price.
5 of us, 2 gold apiece, even split.
Well, I reckon we might be able to shake on a deal like that.
All right. Reaches out, shakes your hand, grabs 10 gold, and I'll keep looking these over. You guys do the rest of your whatever you need to deal with Throgheim, and we'll
do we want to beef up our group funds, or do we want to just split it all up? Because our group funds are pretty lean.
That one's an even split. I thought we were doing like non-even splits. The extra goes to the group fund.
I'm fine with whatever. But
Is everybody good with that? Marthalia and Sage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So that one's an even split, so we all get 2 gold. And then uneven splits, the extra goes to the group fund. And then we'll go to talk to What's His Nuts.
What's his nuts?
Whoever he directed us to for scrap swords.
Throckgrim Ingot Blade.
Ah, Master Ingot Blade, how have you been? Agreed.
I've been good.
Ah.
What you got for me?
We have a couple of items here. I have a short bow. I have this. Admittedly, this one is not in the best of condition. It is a rough, but it can be restored with a little bit of elbow grease, I'm sure. And also, and I will pull out the jagged scimitar. Why is it so jagged? Not even sure I'm selling this one. This is more of a, why is it jagged? I'm probably curious. Why is it jagged? And I hand it to him.
Are you selling the other ones?
I'm for sure selling the other ones. I'm mostly curious about these ones.
Okay, and the other ones were the scimitar and
Right, the low quality scimitar and the short bow.
the short bow. I'll give you here. I'll buy those the sword and the bow off of you. I'm sure we'll find something to
Oh, sorry,
somewhere.
armor as well?
No. No.
Of course.
You'd need to go to the Blissful Boot to
Okay. Just
sell that.
I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
Unless it's metal.
No,
But-
never.
No, leather armor is not going to be our thing.
Shields?
But I'll buy the shields if you got shields.
Is anyone interested in the shield?
I can't use shields.
No.
Nah.
Cool. I also have these shields, and I'll throw out the low quality shield.
All right. I've never seen anything like this blade. As he's looking at the jagged scimitar. You give this to me for a day. Let me check it out. And then we can discuss whether you want to sell it or keep it. And I'll give you a good price for the other 3, and you can pick it all up tomorrow.
Does Karis trust them?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Like this is a reputable
Yes.
Okay. Absolutely. These are the most reputable smiths in the city. Yeah. As long as everyone's cool with it, I'll hand over the shield, the low quality scimitar, the short bow, and the jagged scimitar. And then we'll kind of see what the jagged scimitar is. And then whether or not what the price is that he gives us on the rest of it. Well, is he ready to offer a price on the rest of it now, or does he want to wait till tomorrow to offer a price on the rest of it? Because I for sure want to sell that stuff.
The DM does not have a price for you at the moment, and we'll get
Gotcha.
back to you in 5 to 7 business days.
Acceptable. Dude, I've tossed out 5 to 7 business days for an estimate so many times in my life.
Also, on your, as I'm assuming you guys are done.
Aside from ears, I think, yes.
Yeah.
Ears, and then I have the terrible leather armor.
Yes.
And a pouch of grubs, but I feel like that's not worth it unless we find an apothecary. Maybe they want grubs. I don't know.
Maybe.
There's like a weird witch apothecary in town. We'll offer it to her and see what she says. But,
There is one of those.
oh, absolutely, we're going to her shop, and I'm absolutely trying to sell the grubs to her.
Okay, so
Is it one of those actual witch or not? Nobody really knows, but a lot of people refer to her as the witch.
you don't know. So I need to step away for 2 seconds, but y'all can roleplay as you're making your way to the leather shop, and I'll be back in like a minute.
That was well. We're getting our stuff appraised. Everyone has a great night's sleep. How was the sleep, by the way?
You know, it was honestly anything after that waypoint that we hit would have been luxury, but this was actually pretty nice. Quilts everywhere, which I'm not sure how I feel about, but I am not complaining.
In the winter, it can get a bit chilly, so it's nice to be able to take it off the wall, cover up with it. It's a very comfy quilts, by the way. Just hang it up a little.
Of course.
Let me guess, she dropped the silver back in your room last night.
I didn't touch it.
Good.
It's still there.
If you leave it before you are leaving, she will do that, and then we just kind of leave it on the nice. And usually on our way out, we drop it there, and then. Oh no, it's not mine. I don't know what you're talking about, Grandma. It's not mine.
To be fair, you did not specify that part,
I realized that, which is why I asked.
so it just kind of left it where it was.
Just leave it where it is.
I mean, of course, you wouldn't want to take money that's not mine, and could be something else.
Absolutely. You didn't leave it there. You don't know whose money that is.
So,
Martharion, how was it sleeping in a bed instead of a tree?
It's probably a little stiffer compared to what I'm used to. That's
the tree
alright.
branch? You sleep in trees, right?
The trees are always comforting.
I have never met a soft tree in my life. This is a crazy tree. You must show me.
I'll be honest. When I was a kid, me and some of my friends would take little adventures up into the foothills and the mountains, sleeping under trees. We thought it was great, but
No.
now
Under
that I'm
trees.
now
is
that I'm a
different
little
than
bit older, I definitely appreciate a bed, and do not see how a tree could be more comfortable.
Sage, I don't know where you usually sleep, but I'm assuming in a bed.
Yes, I sleep in the bed.
Good. Then I will continue to make fun of Martalion.
Yeah.
Anything interest you got
I'm
around
so
here?
happy with the accommodations.
So where's this mill? That is that down? I'm breaking it down by the edge of the river. Or you used to
Indeed,
work
it is in fact done by the river. Yes.
there? No longer good relations with the folk that run that. I might assume. I don't want to assume too much.
Great! No, they're wonderful people. I don't know what you're talking about. They're the best people ever. And then I lean over and whisper in your ear, they're really good friends with some of the nobles around, and I would like to host them in but you should not hear me say that.
Yeah, I understand if we're all too busy to meet them, but you know what? This high praises you're spreading, I might find my way down there by myself just to meet them.
I'm just staring at you, just slightly shaking my head. I swear to God.
That was a offhand me just putting out good words, even with no intention.
And then I realize I go, yes, they are wonderful people. Anyways, this way to the leather worker.
So you make it to the Blissful Boot. Or the Blissful Boots. However you want to call it.
Unless it's like you're paying $10,000 for a pair of shoes, I've probably gone there because workmen and spending money on their boots.
Oh no.
It's the Red Wing store.
One of the proprietors is going to be a cute elf girl with spectacles, isn't she?
Her name is Smalls.
There is. But yes. This came about exactly after that. I was like, we must have it. But the gentleman that walks up to you, hi, my name's Findelrod. Nice to meet you. And he reaches out, and whoever's in the lead, he grabs your hand and like kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and like shakes your hand. It's good to meet you.
Of course, I've bought shoes here before.
Good to know. It kind of slaps you on the arm. I'm glad to have a returning customer.
Specifically.
What can I do for you guys today?
Any resemblance to real life people or places is probably coincidental.
That is correct.
I'm going to kind of nudge Dario because he's a lot better than at talking than me.
I believe we have a little bit of leather goods to,
Oh, let me see. And he kind of like walks up to you.
Anything, top of the line, but I figure a few scraps for strips and ties is, always something good to have.
And I will pull out the low quality leather armor that we linked.
Oh my God! What is that? Oh,
Belong to a goblin.
Oh, that's. I've never seen anything that bad since I went to the market. As he just kind of like, slaps your shoulder
at him a little bit. I'm like, do you never visit the tanneries from which your leather comes?
Oh, do you see these fine goods I have on these walls? I would never.
All we're trying to sell for is scraps for ties. That's all we're trying to do.
I will give you 3 copper for you to let me destroy it.
You understand that every bit of leather in this shop is cured in peace and salt, right?
But my leather is of the finest quality.
Yes, but it is leather.
This is garbage. Fine. I'll give you 5 copper to let me destroy it.
That's half a silver.
I missed that. What'd you say?
I said that's half a silver.
Or get it out of my store. You can take it to Hope Animal Co. and they'll take it off your hands because they deal in this type of garbage work.
You know, we would like to have a good relationship with you. You said, what, 5 silver to destroy it?
Never! I'd never give you that much for this
Wait, isn't
crap.
that, I was,
I'll give you 5 copper.
that's what I meant, copper. I will 4 copper to let you destroy it, but let us watch it burn.
Fine.
I'm trying to establish good relationships because I feel like we're going to be in this town for a while.
Honestly, this man is a prick. If we go to the other place, it might be better. I whisper into Dario's ear.
You know, we will consider that. Let's shop around a little bit, but we will have your offer in mind.
Fine. Are you guys buying anything else?
Agents of kindness, do you have one for sale?
Huh?
Nothing. And then I'll turn and leave.
Well, you guys have a good day, and don't come back unless you're looking to buy something. I ain't got time to. God dang it! I hate you so much. I don't have time to be messing around with garbage work like that.
Sorry, he makes really good worksman boots, but he is a hoity-toity, up his own backside prick. As we actually leave the establishment, I'll say that. Like, once we're outside.
Hoping to, at least establish good relations, but if you think it's best not to, like I said, I'll take your lead. This is your town.
He has good boots. I don't know what his armor's like. Anyways, and then I'll point to the one that he named.
Karis, you would know, having been here, that is just his personality. If it is not like the finest craftsmanship, he's very much like looks down on less than decent.
Like I said, hoity-toity, up his own backside prick.
Yes, very much so. So just because you had a bad interaction does not mean like he's
right.
Yeah,
I just don't like people like that personally.
That's fair.
I only put up with him because he has some of the best workman's boots in the city. That I can.
So you make your way to Hope Animals Co.
Here it is. These people are a little more down to earth, but
which this is
it's
very
like going to Walmart after going to a bespoke store. It's okay.
This is very much like heart of the market. You know how you were told to stay away from certain stores in the market? This is very clearly one of those stores.
It is fine. I'm with you. It's okay.
You can sell stuff here, but they will. Yeah, you're going to get. Well, we'll see. You make your way into the store.
Let me make the introductions before we begin speaking. Okay, just let me make the introductions.
You're late.
What can I do for you guys today?
Do I know the guy there? Like at all?
No. You would not go here if you did not have to ever.
Hello, I'm Karis. I live here in town, over by. I kind of give a general area. We have some armor here to sell. These are my friends.
My name's Golf Dog. What you got?
And I'll show them what we have.
That's not. Where'd you get this? Is not very good quality work. I'd give you. Well, I'd give you. You know what? Are you looking for a real good deal?
Always.
So we're offering this new deal. If you sign up to be one of our Hope Animal Co. reward members, we'll treat you up real good today. I'll give you nine copper for it.
And what exactly does signing up to be a reward member entail?
Well, so there's a small annual service fee of about 1 silver a year. Um, but basically, every we'll give you a card, and every 10 times you shop with us, then on the 11th time we'll give you a 10% discount.
And how do you build this? Is it by name?
Well, we keep records in the back, and every time that our records tell us that uh, it's been a year since you paid us, then then you know, for us to do business with you, you'd have to pay again.
So I'm going to think, right, about the name of someone I really don't like. Say, Thrunak. Sure, just the name of somebody I really don't like who just really pissed me off, right? And I'm going to turn to Dario and be like, Thrunak, perhaps you would like to sign up. I know you're always looking for interesting deals, correct, Thrunak?
Okay, I feel like I would have to roll an insight check to pick this up because I don't have a super great passive insight,
Go for it.
which sucks because I'm so used to having such a great passive insight.
Also, Karis, I want a deception check from you.
Oh, absolutely. 100% appropriate.
I have a 0 insight. I don't want to roll this, but I have to.
What is my deception?
10
The average.
average, which is
My deception is a +1. Y'all ready? 3.
So, Karis, you turn around and go, Dario, Thranak, do you wanna sign up for this reward deal?
I'm not completely inept from this, but I feel like I recognize he screwed up the thing, but I don't really completely understand. But I recognize he screwed something up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think about that. Tardan. Just toss out a random name. Because I'm still a little bit confused with the switching of names. But I also understand he screwed something up. So I'm also tossing out a fake name.
What are you guys trying to do?
I'm asking my friend if he would like to sign up. All right, you know what? I'm just going to switch it to Russian because I cannot keep this stupid Spanish accent
Darn
going.
it, the Spaniard's great,
Russian.
though.
I can't do it. It keeps going to Russian.
Darn it, I love the Spaniard, though. I was thinking about doing Spaniard for my character, but I didn't.
I keep trying. It's not working. Maybe I just need more practice. I'll keep trying for now.
All right, fine. Don't sign up for the reward membership. I'll give you 6 gold. Or no, sorry,
Yes, done.
6 copper. We'll just whatever's going on here. I don't want a part of it.
Okay, so
6
he
copper
offered
and you-
6, and the last guy offered 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's another copper. That's 1 copper for each of us, plus a copper for the group fund.
I reckon that's a deal.
Yeah?
Gives you 6 copper. Takes the leathers off your hand.
1 for each of us, plus 1 for the group fund.
Sounds good.
Now I have this weird bag of grubs. There is a witch in the city that may be interested. I don't know much about her. I've never dealt with her. But she sells potions. And when I say potions, I'm not leading you to mean she actually sells potions of healing. They could be love potions that do nothing and are just sugar water. I don't know. This is what Karis believes. She sells potions and
Tonics?
and a few other things. She may be interested in the grubs. I don't know what sort of magical or incantation properties.
As a magically educated, at least, individual, would I know if a potioneer would be interested in grubs?
Maybe. A potioneer, possibly. If she's actually a witch, definitely.
I was figuring I'd get a roll, but sure. Okay. I'll take definitely if she's actually some sort of magical entity. Well, grubs can be components in certain sorts of magical concoctions and such, so I reckon it's at least worth a try.
Shall we? I will maneuver them towards the witch's place, whatever that's called.
Hmm. Do.
Also, I specifically haven't sold the gold locket with the goblin picture in it, because I'm going to take the goblin picture out, and I'm going to replace it, and I'm going to kind of slip it inside of my shirt. Before I met everyone this morning.
And if we are
Are you placing the picture of the goblin or the locket inside your
Replacing
shirt?
the picture of the goblin.
Right, but are you putting the picture of the goblin in your shirt? Or
No, the locket
the locket?
that I have replaced the picture of the goblin inside of.
and
Well, I mean, it might be close to keep that picture close to your heart, you know?
I have trashed the picture of the goblin.
And if it's alright with you, as soon as we go into this apothecary or witch's establishment, if it's alright, I would like to make some sort of possibly arcana check to see if what I'm seeing lines up with an actual user of magics.
So,
It's just, a small town goop.
you make your way. So the place you were at was over here in the market district. You're making your way down, and this house, all out by its lonesome, over here. Hold up, I can just yoink.
Yep, nice.
There you go.
Surrounded by the woods there on
Yep.
the side.
You make your way. It's almost like it's a pretty rundown building. When you walk up, you see a little creaking sign out front, swinging in the wind that says the witch's place.
Ding dong, the witch is dead now.
You make your way inside, and Dario, give me your check.
Arcana?
Yeah.
You approve? Alright, make sure that's normal roll. Yep. Arcana. Oh, that was almost natural 20. But 18 is not bad.
It's less than likely. That I don't like.
She sells potions and charms.
This looks like your average palm reading place. Like you walk in and they're like, here, random love potion for multiple gold, or it's a bunch of like, yeah, it is.
At that, I am going to put my hand on Kadish's shoulder and say, quietly, let me take this one here.
What? What is the issue?
Nothing. I think we can get a decent price. Hello. It is.
You are the educated one.
It's nice to meet another purveyor of the arcane and mystic arts.
Hello.
So, I saw...
Wait. Does she have crystals for sale?
She does have crystals for sale.
Some tie-dye wall hangings as well.
Probably.
Awesome. Continue. That's all I needed in life.
As I just saw, use another purveyor of the, arcane and mystic arts. As an
Yes.
individual that spent some time studying at the Crystal Dome myself, I figured I might have something that could interest you. And I assume with the name of the Crystal Dome, like most of the world would recognize that.
Give me a perception check when you drop that name.
Perception or insight? I will go with whatever you say, but I just want to put that in your brain.
What? I don't know. Would
Although
you use?
technically they're both the same for me, but
Would insight be for like?
insight is reading kind of what reading the person. Perception would be picking things up about the environment.
Okay,
like
you can
see
give me.
things
You
around
can give me insight then.
It's the same for me either way. I
Sure.
just wanted to. Nine.
Nothing. What can I do for you?
Like I said, as another fellow appreciator of the arcane arts, I have something that, if you're an apothecary or potion brewer, might be of an interest to you for brewing and crafting. Some very fine grubs, and as you and I, of course, both know, these have part in a myriad of potions, whether that be for sickness or even a boost to constitution. And of course, you would know this is a fine product that will fetch a fine price.
Is that
Give me.
check I smell?
It's either a deception or persuasion. I don't know if I as a player don't know if what I'm saying is technically true, but I am trying to woo her with my magical knowledge.
So are you flirting or persuading?
I'm not flirting. I'm just trying to impress her
Yes.
with my magical knowledge.
He's not flirting yet.
And
Ah,
not
yes.
actually magical. Give off the air of this guy knows what he's talking about. This might actually be something I can get money for.
Does it smell a little skunky in here?
What?
I recognize I don't think she's actually
No, I know.
magical person, and I'm trying to leverage the name of the Crystal Dome and the fact that I really hopefully seem to know stuff. That is my intent.
What would be the role to remember something?
History?
History.
Or kind of depending on specifics.
If it's remembering stuff specifically related to magical stuff, it would be Arcana. Just general world knowledge, history.
All right, give me a history check.
If it's about the gods or something, religion.
No, it's not.
And then natural things, of course, is nature.
Yeah.
So history, you said?
Yep.
History? 12. Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that too hard to remember. You would know that the Crystal Dome is known pretty well around. For not only are they a great school, but they're also very anti people Actually, no. Never mind. Go ahead and just give me a persuasion check.
I will give you that persuasion check.
You're very anti people doing magic. That's not.
23. At least that's pretty good.
So what did you say these are good for making?
Boost to the general constitution, and sometimes just helping what ails you in general for certain potions.
So ooh, I bet. Oh, I could make so many good potions with this. Oh, those people from the Riverside Heights, they'd buy it. Oh, that'd be so. I'll give you. I'd give you 3 silver pieces.
To my knowledge, does that sound good?
But this is a bag of grubs.
It sounds great then?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I am just about tempted to haggle with you, but I ain't seen another proprietor of the magic arts in quite a while, and I like to promote such research around the world. I'll just give it to you.
What's
Yeah.
3 silver for grubs.
Well, honey, thank you. And I'll just give you a word of advice. Maybe at the less than reputable magic shops, don't be throwing around your that you're from the Crystal Dome.
So I wouldn't know
Yeah.
why she would be mentioning that then? Like, general perception. If it's like just not to mention a lot of places, I would try not to. But, like, just for future knowledge.
So there.
Real quick before we get into that, that if we split it up evenly would be 6 copper apiece.
Alright.
They're very much in the business of putting not so reputable people out of. I mean, they're like. She is very much not what she's claiming to be, and is selling stuff that's definitely not what it is.
They are so proud of their magical prowess.
Yes, they
Anybody
would.
that is even less skilled, they like to stomp out.
Yeah, well, not so much less skilled. People who are they're selling something that's not what it is to.
They like to stomp out the hocus
Yes.
pocus sorts.
They stomp out the people who give magic a bad name, which
Gotcha.
is very much what this shop would be.
Future reference, I will keep that in mind.
They kill crystal girls.
Okay, future reference, I will keep that in mind then.
So you have 3 silver.
Alright. 3 silver.
So we're past 8. Real quick, Karis, you would know where a notice board would be
Yep.
to look for bounties and the like.
Would you like to just text us that in the group chat over the week so we can kind of decide what we want to go for?
Sure can.
Awesome.
And until next time, this is a game, and we're playing it. And we'll catch you then.
Peace.
Yeah.